So obviously, there's been a lot of talk recently about the increase in the cost of health insurance for Americans. Big spikes are expected throughout the end of this year, and even larger spikes expected at the beginning of the new insurance plan year in January of 2026. Which, of course, is one of the reasons why extending those Affordable Care Act subsidies was so important in the government shutdown fight. But hey, Democrats, of course, they've been totally promised maybe you'll get to vote on that a couple months down the road. So we'll see if that ever happens. I have zero faith that the Republican-controlled Senate's going to let it happen, but the deal's the deal, right? Anyway, insurance prices are about to go through the roof. Even Marjorie Taylor Greene has expressed her, dire concern about this. It's a very real thing that's going to happen. So Dr. Mehmet Oz, the administrator for the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, for some reason went on Maria Bartiromo's Fox Business show on Monday, and he was asked, what are you guys going to do about the rising health insurance costs? Specifically, the question was, do you have thoughts on how these Affordable Care Act subsidies should move forward after they expire this year? And Dr. Mehmet Oz, who has nothing to do with the implementation of the Affordable Care Act, right? That's not a part of his job. It's not anything he has expertise in. So not even sure why he's being asked this, but he says this. You always ask the right questions, Maria, so I spent a good part of the weekend with the White House working on exactly the answer to that question. We have lots of great ideas, but I don't want to show our cards. As the president often says, why would I telegraph you what we're going to do? Because we need reassurance that you dumbasses are actually working on the problem. That's why, right? Why does it even need to be a secret, Dr. Oz? Explain that to me. Explain to me. Explain it like you're talking to a kindergartner. Why this is all so super secret. We can't know about it. You're all going to benefit from it, but you can't know about it. Oh, no. Why? Somebody anywhere explain to me, like I'm 5 years old, why it has to be kept a secret. I mean, the negotiations, the drafting of the Affordable Care Act was not a secret. The one big beautiful bill was not a secret. Why is this one secret? Why is the Republican health care plan that they have allegedly been working on now for 15 effing years, why is it all a secret? The reason is simple. Because it doesn't exist. Oz was like, I spent the whole weekend working with the White House. No, you didn't, because they weren't there. You absolute dumb fucking liar. They were at Mar-a-Lago having a fucking party. So right off the bat, we know this asshole's lying to us. And I apologize for the profanity, but it pisses me the hell off that they just lie with impunity. There is not a single honest thing about a single member of this administration, and you ought to be as pissed off as I am about it. Because I worked with them all weekend. There's video of Trump at the damn Mar-a-Lago party Saturday night. They had that singer up there singing about how the 2020 election was allegedly stolen. And by the way, she made a lot of defamatory claims against Dominion voting systems in her little song, so I hope they file another lawsuit. But the fact is, there's nothing they won't lie about. And if he's willing to lie about what he did on Saturday and Sunday, you don't think he's lying about Trump having a super secret plan to save us all money on health insurance? Bull. Everything out of everyone's mouths associated with this administration has been proven every time to be nothing more than a complete and total fabrication.